Well, meantime, as residents slowly return to Lahaina in the wake of the Maui wildfires, right now top officials with Hawaiian Electric are being grilled on Capitol Hill about what sparked the deadliest U.S. wildfire in more than a century last month. The House Energy and Commerce Committee hearing is probing the role of the power company's infrastructure. The president of Hawaiian Electric facing some tough questions today about whether the electrical grid was properly maintained. Meantime, the cleanup process is expected to be long and complicated. Let's bring in Kaanapu Jacobsen. He's a firefighter who's also serving as a cultural advisor to the Maui cleanup. Thank you so much for giving us some of your time. I know it's early there. First of all, describe what it's like right now on the ground there in Lahaina, all these weeks later. Is there some tangible progress being made at this point?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think the cooperation with the EPA and the assistance with all the cultural observers has been awesome. At first, it was a little, slow, and now that they've moved forward, they're moving quite fast and securely. So it's been working really well. And, we just slowly are just moving forward and working together hand in hand to get this place cleaned up so that we can get together and get the families back into their homes and rebuilding.
And what really stood out to me is, you also are playing this role as a cultural advisor to the cleanup. Explain what you do in that role.
So we assist the EPA in going in and looking for any kind of cultural sites on each property, using old maps and records, and also just using our eyes and looking through each property to make sure that we locate and document everything so that everything can be put on documentation, so that when they move forward into the second phase of cleaning, that it's done properly and correctly.
Absolutely. Well, there is this congressional hearing, and we know you're a firefighter, so we can hear the radio there in the background. There's this congressional hearing. There is certainly this search for answers. There's a lot of finger pointing right now at Hawaiian Electric. You are there on the island. What are your thoughts?
For us as a Hawaiian people and Kanakas, our goal right now is just to get the people back into their homes. There's a lot of deep-seated issues that have been going on through hundreds of years with land rights, water rights, and it's just another distraction that leads us from what we're trying to get brought to the surface, getting the Hawaiian people, the Kanaka people, a seat at the table to make decisions to change the future of Lahaina.
That's such a good point there. Do you think someone or something will ultimately be held accountable?
Definitely. I think at the end of this, all these investigations, there'll be, tons of investigations, and someone will be held accountable. But like I said, for us and the Kanaka people of Hawaii and Lahaina, the water issues and all the things that really are deep-seated in this community need to be brought to the forefront.
And what do you think that, the people outside of Hawaii, the people outside of Maui, and then Lahaina specifically, what do we need to understand that maybe isn't being conveyed so well to this point?
I guess letting the people of Lahaina, their voices be heard. Yesterday, we had the Maui County Council meeting, and hundreds of people were able to speak. October 17th, there's a water commission. These are the real issues we want the world to look at. The fire and what happened was devastating, and we don't want any of the victims that were lost, all the families to be in vain. We want this town to be rebuilt the way that the people of Lahaina and the indigenous people of Lahaina want it to be rebuilt. So I think that's the big message for everybody to understand, that we want the voices to be heard, the real voices of the community.
And before we let you go, what do the people there of Lahaina, of Maui, need the most right now?
Right now, just the support. They just need that great support. Everybody that came in, the communities that came through, it was all the local communities. There was nobody from the outside that came in. They started these pods and rescue help all within the community. And I think just supporting them and being their voice and saying that let them have a seat at the table, let them determine where this town is going to be built and how it's going to be rebuilt the proper way, which is all they're asking for.
Absolutely. Kaanapu Jacobsen, a firefighter there on Lahaina, on the island of Maui. We thank you so much and wish you the very best.
Awesome. Mahalo.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.